Welcome to my channel, Purposeful Play, where I talk about all things early childhood education. I'm Danielle, and today I want to share with you some of my favorite things that you can have available, put out in your blocks area. So let's get started. As many of you know, I am not teaching in a classroom anymore. So all of my preschool materials are in my basement in boxes and bins, and I have a lot of them. A lot of boxes, a lot of bins, a lot of materials. So I pulled out as many things as I could. And for the things that I don't actually have to show to you, I'll try and put a picture somewhere on the screen. So hopefully that is okay. All right. First, I have to look at this basket. This is the cutest basket I have ever seen. I got this at Target. It kind of goes with my newly decorated, redone craft room / office here. So I decided to just put these materials in it for today. Mostly I just want to show off my basket. One of the most important types of blocks are unit blocks. And those are those bigger wooden blocks. They come in long pieces. They call those like the full unit. They have the half one, they have the quarter one. There's like curves and arches. There's cylinders, all kinds of different shapes and sizes. Another type of block that I really love are these cardboard blocks that are look like bricks. They come in, I think, are there 3 different sizes? I think so. I actually got these secondhand. I bought this like 3 or 4 garbage bags full. I happened to be, one summer really looking for these, not wanting to pay full price for them. But I kept putting in on the Facebook buy and sell page in my area, brick blocks or something like that, cardboard blocks, and someone happened to be selling them. So I got them for really cheap, and a lot of them. So these ones are always a favorite for children. Some other blocks to include are those small wooden blocks. They're like little colored cubes. I'll see if I can put a picture up here, but those ones are really great to have there, not just for building, but also using for some non-standard measuring. Well, I'm just going to start digging through my my basket here, and then I'll also refer to my list as well. So of course you want some plastic animals. I've got some dinosaurs, giraffes. I think actually those are the only ones I pulled up from the basement. So a good variety of animals to put out. Some people. And I did not get those plastic ones from the teacher store. I actually bought these little wooden, they're peg dolls, I think they're called. And they came just like raw wood. And then what I did was I painted them. Really simple, just some clothes, a little pattern on the bottom. I gave them eyes, but I actually did not give them any mouth or anything like that. And then I just did them in different colors. Here's another one. I was experimenting too. Whoops, there's the face. I was experimenting too with different hair. So these were so easy, and I got this huge bag of them. But I really love these wooden people. You can also paint them to look like superheroes, like community helpers if you're really that talented, but lots of different ways you can paint these people. Another thing I did with my peg dolls is I painted them like animals. So I just kind of took some of the more common, more popular animals, and I actually copied online. I looked online, Pinterest most likely, and just copied some ideas on how to paint the wood peg dolls like animals. Oh, I forgot about these animals. These were my own children, their animals, these little pet shops, and the children, they always love these ones. So I put those out there sometimes too. I love small world play. So creating little scenarios, little environments, little habitats for all of the little animals and people. And you can use all kinds of different things. These were just wood pieces that have been sanded down. There are some teacher stores that have some of these already done for you, but again, garage sale. There was a dad that had taken all of these wood pieces from a tree and then cut them and sanded them down. I had a big box of them that I purchased at a garage sale. And then this was just like a piece of driftwood that I think a student brought in. So it's really smooth and soft. So these are a lot of fun to create those small worlds. I also really like putting seashells in there. A lot of natural things. I've got some coral from the beach. I like using fake flowers, just sort of the head of the flower. I purchased some pieces of fake grass. It's just a little square of it. You can get them at the craft stores. I bought mine, I believe, actually at Dollarama in Canada. But those are also fun to add to that play. Along with some more nature items, you can find some rocks, pine cones, fake leaves. I really like those tiny little stones or like gems. People often use them as fillers in vases. I'll see if I can find a picture and I'll put it there, but I really like those ones, not just for blocks, but for so many other things too. If you can find those battery operated tea lights, those are a lot of fun. So the children can add those into their little worlds that they create, and they really enjoy those. These are some other pieces of wood that can be used as blocks. I believe this was maybe a Jenga game I got at the dollar store, or maybe it was at the Target dollar spot, but it came with a big box of them. So, just some other small wooden pieces that can be used for building. Something I actually didn't know when I was teaching is that the materials that are put in blocks, so the blocks that are used for building should not be those connecting blocks. So the ones that like Lego, or those ones that kind of fit together like this, or those I can't remember how you call it, bristle blocks. Those actually belong in toys and games, which I never knew before. We often had Lego in our blocks area. Going through my little basket here, I also made these little, they're almost like sleeping bags or beds that we put with the little people. And then those went in a dollhouse that was in our blocks area. That's another thing you can put in there, a dollhouse with some furniture. So to go along with those blocks, of course, you've got to have cars. Cars, trucks, fire engines, recycling trucks, bulldozers, a variety of different vehicles to add there. I thought I brought it up, but I also have, maybe I'll take a picture of it or find a picture of it and put it on here. But I took a big long piece of wood, painted it black, and just put yellow lines across it. I think actually I got the wood from some scraps from a project that we were doing. And then the students can use that to create their roads. Or if they don't want to use them as roads, they can also use them as ramps to roll balls down, drive cars down, just even using them as a plank for whatever they're building as well. If you have a train set, that's a lot of fun to add. There's some inexpensive train sets. If you have an IKEA, you can find them there. I always love going secondhand. So if you can find some on, Facebook or at garage sales, Goodwill, that kind of thing. Small little road signs are a lot of fun. So a little stop sign, a yield, turning this way kind of thing. I don't know if I ever had any of those in the last school that I was teaching in. I don't think I did, because actually I think we made them. So if you don't have road signs, what a great opportunity for children to practice their literacy skills, fine motor, making connections, those kinds of things by creating their own road signs. I brought up just the connectors for PVC pipes, but also PVC piping and the connectors in a variety of different sizes. I tend to get all the same diameter, I guess you call it, because then they can all interconnect. And it's funny because just after I said that these kinds of the connecting blocks belong in toys and games, this is one that I do put in blocks because I don't know, it's something that's bigger and it doesn't often fit in the area of toys and games, and I just feel like they work better in blocks. Just so you know, Ace Hardware will cut your PVC pipes for free. They were really good about it. If you can add some dramatic play materials, I just grabbed my goggles. So, you know, students who can pretend to be construction workers, truck drivers, builders, those kind of things. So hard hats, you know, goggles, gloves, hammers, screwdrivers, those can be also added to blocks. I grabbed just one piece of cardboard from my recycling bin, but large pieces of cardboard, the paper towel rolls, so those tubes can be a lot of fun. You know, can have children create marble mazes out of those, or just use them to be building, you know, kinds of towers. And any other recycling materials that you think might be good. So cardboard boxes, Kleenex boxes, large refrigerator, appliance boxes. Those, of course, any child loves a large box. Lots of things you can pick up at a hardware store, or you can even ask families to see if they have any, you know, leftover materials from a project. Rain gutters are a lot of fun, especially when you're experimenting with rolling. It's dinner time for my dog and he thinks he needs it right now. I'm gonna finish up so I can feed him. Small tiles, you know, those ones you use in a backsplash, those really teeny tiny ones. I have a lot of those that are a lot of fun. Carpet squares could be fun, even vinyl tiles, those bigger ones that people put on the floors. And the last few things I wanted to share with you that you should have really available all the time in the interest areas. I mean, in actually all interest areas, not just blocks, are paper, pencils, crayons, scissors, tape, even having just a little caddy that has all of those things. So children can, if they want to, for example, create those street signs. You can have a little photo album or book or books or pictures posted of photos of buildings so that children can try and recreate something similar to that using the materials that you offer. You can have maps out as well. I love to put out fabric scraps for children, whether they're big ones or small ones, because, you know, they can create little buildings with them, but also the small ones can be used in that small world play, or really for whatever, anything that they can think of. Well, looking at my list, I think that I have shared all the things that I wanted to share with you. Of course, I like to add other materials depending on the study that we're doing. So those are just kind of general, generic, I guess, materials that could fit any study. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can stay tuned for all of my other future videos. That's it. Have a happy day.